G'day, everybody, and welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast. Now, look, guys, the impossible has happened. There are four of us on today for the first time. Yes, that's true. Four of us.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, guys. It only took us, 3 months almost? So,
9 episodes.
quite impressive. So you've got
my
myself,
audio
James,
recording?
Brandon, and Dan. So say hello, boys.
All four of us in one screen, can't believe it.
I didn't record. No, I'm joking.
So when the
finally
mic
happened, guys,
is
so
moving, does that mean it's on?
So it's finally happened, guys. Now let's see if it's going to be as big a train wreck as we all think it's going to be.
Oh, God.
Okay, so if I was betting on, overs, unders on a train wreck, I'd say if it was going to be, I'd say $1.50 a train wreck and about $2.70 no train wreck.
Who said we're train wrecking?
No. Anyway, guys, let's hop straight into it. So, look, I suppose I'll go first. Let's take the get the loss out of the way. So we're going to go straight into the accountability segment, guys. Now, my top tip, the one and only Western Australian superstar Amelia's Jewel, unfortunately took the loss in the inaugural running of the Quokka in Ascot on Saturday. Now, look, yes, it was a loss by the absolute, slightest of margins. It was an absolutely mammoth performance from her coming from last, but an L is an L. Now, Brandon, I'll shut up now. It's all you.
All right. What a week, mate. What a week, boys. The Sharks win, and I win 3 in a row. I'm on top of the world, boys. I'm on top of the world. I wake up, I piss excellence. I eat, I sleep, and I continue to streak. Boys. Now, look, guys. I've heard comments going around as well that I've changed, that money's getting to me, or the fame is getting to me. But what I've got to say to them, guys, is what colour's your Bugatti?
Oh, no.
Can we shoot him yet?
I'm walking away.
Can we shoot him yet, please?
Goodness me. Yeah, big congratulations to Brandon.
Oh, you done? Oh, sorry, I was busy.
Geez, that was the biggest
Busy doing
cringe I've
anything
ever
else.
fucking done. Oh, no. Oh.
What colour is your
Jesus.
Bugatti?
Massive congratulations to
Oh,
Brandon.
thanks, mate. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
With another easy, it was an easy win, mate. Another one. So,
Yeah, Giga Kick killed it.
Giga Kick
Zaki
did.
couldn't do fuck all. I think maybe the heavy 8 helped him out, but yeah.
well, look, now that we're onto it, let's just dive straight into the horse racing. So we'll
Yeah,
start
yeah.
with Giga Kick. Now, look, as you said, the all-age stakes up to 1,400. Clayton Douglas, the trainer of Giga Kick, had absolutely no problems and no issues with him stepping up out to the 1,400 for the first time. Now, lost and running. He would have been lost and running out in front. That's how far ahead he was in the bloody home straight.
God, that was wild.
That was absolutely wild. But, fair play. But according to Tom Marquand, the jockey, he said he tried to pull him up, but lost and running was just too bloody strong and just kept running. Now, as you said, Brandon, Zaki. Zaki was first up, so I would say that's still a successful run for Zaki. He's on to now the Brisbane Winter Carnival, and I would say he's got some bigger fish to fry there in the Doomben Cup and the Q22. But what more can you say about Giga Kick? That's I think it's 9 starts in his career now for 6 wins, and he has over $9.5 million in the bank. Can you bloody believe that?
That is ridiculous. Like, he's definitely going to be one of the horses we speak of in the future, like in the likes of the Strip and Eduardo, those kind of horses. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
Mate, you're not wrong at all. What do you guys... James, did you happen to catch that race at all, mate, the all-age?
No, you're gonna have to skip past me on a lot of the races. I was just
there you go.
hungover on the lounge.
Dan, I'm going to assume it's the same. Is that
No,
correct?
I fucking was on Zaki. I was at the pub, mate. I was on Zaki. And
L.
Were you in the film room?
Giga Kick was too short for me. I was like,
Look,
I took the L there, guys. I took the L.
You don't go broke backing favourites, Dan, and that's what I do.
Did you just say broke back in the same sentence?
Yes.
Well, if you follow Brandon's tips, you don't go broke backing favourites. But if you follow me backing favourites, you take the absolute L. Now, as I sort of alluded to in the start of the show, guys, Amelia's Jewel in the Quokka over in WA. Now, what a fantastic race it was. Now, since the race is finished, there's been more talks about, the runner-up, Amelia's Jewel, than there was the winner Overpass. But I'll tell you what, the inaugural running was an absolute success with up to about 8,000 people at the track in WA. $4 million slot race, and, Overpass went straight to the front, and he held on the entire time. He was fighting off the likes of Asfura, Uncommon James, Shades of Rose, some proper, Group 1 horses. It was just disappointing for all Amelia's Jewel backers to see her just miss by, well, realistically a stride. Another bob of the head and she gets the W there. But did you boys happen to catch the Quokka?
Oh, mate, I love a good quokka. It's fun to say as well, the quokka.
I love the quokka.
Mate, it's got to be on the agenda next year. The quokka has got to be on. I reckon, we usually do the championships in Sydney, all of us. I reckon we do the quokka next year.
Yeah. The quokka. I like it.
We just go to Perth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once we get some sponsorships for our betting segments, we'll be flying to Perth first class, boys. First class.
Can we hurry up, because I'm going to Perth in 2 weeks.
As I say, if you guys keep backing my tips, you will also be able to go on first class.
Yeah, we could all go there.
But I did watch the race, Lucas. I thought for a horse that started last place, out the gates pretty slow, and then for it to come back that hard and lose by that much, you don't say it too often about a losing horse, but you think that's an amazing horse of the future. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the most telltale part that she's not a sprinter. That's over 1,200 meters, but her fastest sectionals were the last 200 meters, where usually, for example, Nature Strip's fastest is between the 6 and the 400. That's where he usually puts the race to bed. But Amelia's Jewel ran a sub-11 sectional in the last 200 meters, which is absolutely ridiculous to think about. So Dan O'Sullivan, who's one of the ratings gurus, said anything from 1,600 to 2,000 in the Spring Carnival, that she will be right in it. So Golden Eagle, Cox Plate, look out.
Couple of futures bets right there.
Geez, speaking about betting and tipping, let's get on to the lock of the week and the top
baby.
Now, I suppose I'll throw my hat in the ring first, and I am gonna go ahead and back another shorty this week, guys. I'm sorry, it's sort of slim pickings. I'm not too confident anywhere around the Hawkesbury region or at Mornington. So I'm going to find my top tip in the Mick Dittman Plate in Doomben. Now, the favourite of that race is paying $2.90 currently. Her name is Chinny Boom. She's an absolute flying filly from Rockhampton. And I have a great feeling if Golden Boom does go, that will be the danger. But if not, I think Chinny Boom has got this race at her mercy. So that is a Mick Dittman Plate at Doomben this Saturday. I'll now hand it over to good old B. Randon.
Right, boys. Look, you said you weren't too confident with any of the Hawkesbury and all these races. Oh, I'm very confident. I'm confident it's oozing out of me at the moment. I'm Hawkesbury. I'm picking on the Gold Cup. I've heard it's a big race, 1,500 metres. And look, I wouldn't pick a favourite, but this week I'm going a bit wild. I'm going a bit more. I'm going Zarek, and I'm going. Ooh. It's $6.50 odds, boys. $6.50.
Get on it.
$8 on TAB.
You know what I should do, right? Is do what Lucas claims as a each way bet, actually, and I can't lose. So.
That is some bullshit right there.
Well, he's got to
run second. Watch it run second, and he will win.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's technicalities going on with who's top of the punters. I don't know. But yeah, Zarek in the Hawkesbury Gold Cup, gonna win, boys. $6.50.
There you go.
Let's just say,
bang, guys.
If anyone wants to let us know if each way wins should count, just comment down below.
Absolutely. That's a fantastic idea, Dan.
Mate, I'm full of them.
All right, so move on to the next segment. Now, this is something we've been racking our brains about for a while, so bit of a random one. But, gentlemen, what would you say, what would we call our fans? We're called the Couch Commentators. I wouldn't know where to start. I
Yeah.
mean, how do you
The couchies.
the
Well,
couchies?
now look, Dan. I thought about the couchies, but I have looked at the other couch commentators
Oh,
who we
God.
should not know. Well, actually, they're called the Couch Commentator. That's their name, and there's two of them. Doesn't make sense. Fair play to them.
They're probably from fucking Victoria too. The girls.
They call themselves, like their fans, the Couchies. And now I don't want to get in a turf war with these guys, so I don't know. I was thinking more of like our new mate Toby,
Couch
the Couch Man, and the Couch Woman.
Oh my god.
Couch them.
Yeah.
Couch them.
Couch
Couch
man.
Couch Man.
Couch them.
Couch them.
Couch they.
Couch Man, Woman, and them.
Couch they them.
Oh bloody oh man! But yeah, I don't know. That was my thought on the what we
Yeah.
can call our fans, our long fans.
Couch men, you reckon?
The Couchman
Yes, the
was my
Couchman.
second one because Toby Couchman.
Don't mind that.
He's a low
I'm
fan.
thinking of like, because we're the commentators, like, are they the couch listeners? But it just doesn't make sense.
Ooh.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't roll
nice.
off the tongue.
Mm.
Yes, no, that was good chat. Good chat.
Yeah, good chat.
I do think.
So we got nowhere.
I've got no bloody idea in all honesty.
Maybe they can come up with it in the comments as well.
Yeah,
Like,
look,
Maybe
you guys
we
come
pull
up
a
with it,
poll on
I'll sell it.
Instagram. Sorry, Lucas.
That's all right, mate. I was gonna
ooh,
fuck
poll on
myself.
Instagram. I like that idea, Dan.
Poll on
That's good
Instagram.
shit.
What I
That's
just
what we
said.
do.
I'm full of great ideas.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when we
We
have
just speak over the top of you.
Yeah.
four of us are in the same room. The mind, the juices are just flowing.
Wait, we're in the same room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
What's over
are you
there?
guys?
you're right there.
I think I pointed in the wrong
there.
direction. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that where I'm pointing at a wall would put maybe.
Whack my mic.
I feel like we're going to need to do like a day of sport. Maybe not a live stream, but
Yeah, I like that
like a
idea
Saturday
too.
Arvo, either NRL and racing day, and like just maybe not commentate on the games, but put our thoughts.
Just
in.
chat shit. Yeah, 100%. Have a couple of beers.
Like, we
Six
could just,
beers.
stop and start the recording and just,
No, we'll live stream, mate. Go live.
go live. You're
Go
okay.
live.
All of our viewers.
Mate, I'll just bring my whole fucking computer over to your house.
Yeah.
What time is it in Belgium at that time where our listeners can watch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we can
Shout out to the
organise
Belgian
our Belgian
listeners.
times.
Shout out to Belgium.
Shout out.
Get out.
Brussels. Oh, jeez.
On
All
to the
right, guys.
next.
What do you reckon? Shall we get Dan and Leachy involved in guessing the famous athlete, or
Ooh, we'll go back to our roots.
Yeah, back to the room.
Back
back
to the roots.
Now, this is this the first time in what 2.5, 3 weeks? That
Oh,
you
it's
guys
got to be
have,
close to a month, surely.
close to a month. Yeah, that Dan and Leachy are at it. I mean, I guessed last week, but that's because I'm an absolute freak.
I don't like being on this side of it, eh? There's so much pressure when you
That's right, I
actually
wasn't
get into
here
it. The
last
time
week.
starts going.
Get a bit nerve
As long
wracking.
as it's not me, The thing is though, James would give me a hard one. Dan and Leachy, it's like saying you got a free toy in your Happy Meal, mate. They give you the easy one. Shout out Chael P.
Ciao, boy.
All right, guys, I'll give you the floor.
All right, Brennan,
All right.
you have 60
Dan.
seconds to guess this famous athlete. 3, 2, 1, go.
NRL.
No,
Soccer.
no,
Tennis.
no,
UFC.
no,
Combat sport.
no,
Racing sport.
no,
Oh God,
Union.
you're on your own,
No.
here, bro.
AFL.
no,
Oh. Athletics.
Bowling.
no.
Like any. Oh man. Oh, I'm
30
running out
seconds
of-
remaining.
What sport haven't I
Transgender
seen?
sport.
No.
Jeez. Oh fuck. Hockey, basketball.
No, no. 20
NFL.
seconds. No.
Geez, I don't even know sport. How am I going to guess the fucking person? Ping pong.
No, 10 seconds.
Chess.
No.
Uh,
No.
fuck, boy, fuck.
This is gonna be so stupid, and we all know.
Oz tag. Touch
It's
footy.
gonna be himself in WWE or something.
Oh,
How the
WWE.
fuck did you not say cricket?
Oh, I thought he did. I didn't realize.
Actually, I was about to say cricket. Dan, you cut me off. I'm going to guess Steve Smith, fuck it.
That's Brad Haddon.
Fuck!
'Cause, yeah, I zoned out when he was saying all the
Brad
sports.
I was
Dude,
sitting there like,
no
how's he
shit.
not saying cricket? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
the
don't know.
fuck?
Alright, look.
Hold on. Dan, did you say Brad Haddon?
Yes.
He did say Brad Haddon.
Okay. Now, in all due respect to Brad Haddon, I am absolutely whelmed by that choice.
Why? Are you saying he's not an athlete?
No, not at
Oh,
all. Not at all. But when I'm thinking guess the athlete, dude, I'm not thinking... If I'm saying Aussie cricketer, I'm thinking...
Dave Warner.
Hold your horses, mate. I'm thinking Dave Warner because of Candice Warner. No, I'm thinking... Especially when I'm thinking wicketkeepers. I'm thinking Gilly.
Gilly.
Ian Healy.
Thinking of Ian Healy.
Peter Hanscom.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Peter Siddle. Got a hat trick on his birthday.
What about Matthew Wade? Nice, Gary.
What about
Alex Carey.
Rahul Dravid? Have you seen who's the thick bloke that plays for the Bahamas? Is it the Bahamas or the Bermuda Triangle that guy plays for? Have you seen
You
him?
mean the
No.
West Indies?
Yeah, West Indies,
No,
that's
it's
it.
not, is it? It's not him, is it?
He's a unit.
I'm just going to type in
Absolute
thick
unit.
cricket player and see if it comes up.
Cricket.
You'll get this like,
Oh, Raheem
like
Cornwall.
fucking.
No, it's Bermuda. It's
Raheem
Bermuda.
Cornwall. Bermuda. James got a rule.
I was right. See, Bermuda.
Yeah, put him up on the screen in the middle for everyone to see.
He's there,
Raheem-
or
Raheem
there.
Cornwall, guys. Just make sure you've got two screens up because you won't fit on
And
one.
what national team is that?
Bermuda.
And they play in the West Indies team, don't they?
Fuck off, do they? They've got their own country,
F1.
bro. That's like saying, Tasmania is the same as Australia.
You know the West Indies is a group of countries. It's not just one country.
Fuck, get out of here, bro. Bermuda cricket. Bro, they're their own cricket team. Have a
They're
look.
their
Google it.
own.
Bermuda do
sure
have their own
I-
cricket team.
No, mate.
Is it?
Raheem Cornwall is his own man.
I'm sure I've seen him playing West
He's his own man. He's his own state.
Bloke's an absolute athlete. That is, peak male physical conditioning and performance.
That's what I want to look like, wouldn't we?
What's his
The
What's his
first
name?
picture that comes up is him in a West Indies kit.
Raheem
Fuck.
Cornwall.
Hmm.
Holy shit. No, dude, that's not a Windies kit, dude. That's Bahamas. That's Bermuda.
Are you sure?
Bro,
Because he's an
Alright.
Antiguan
Is it-
cricketer.
yeah.
That's
He's
West
an
Indies.
all-rounder. Mate, the
Alright.
only thing that guy gets all around is a fucking table of food.
We'll put up another
That is
poll on
definitely
Instagram.
West Indies, bro.
Dude,
Is he from West Indies or Bermuda?
I'm
No,
like,
dude,
you'll
no,
drive me
stop,
insane. I'm
stop.
like, no way, am I thinking of the wrong person? I've got to jump on Google.
Bro, he's a thick boy.
dude, I've just taken the... He's only 30. That bloke's got a whole life ahead of him of cricket.
Mate, imagine I started playing cricket and I was like that thick. Well, I am that thick.
Yeah, you don't have to imagine it,
I've seen
bro.
you play cricket, mate.
Yeah, I ain't making no national team. Double duck for
We've
life.
talked.
You
Yeah,
ain't
we've
no
talked to the
Raheem
legendary.
Cornwall.
Double dack.
Double duck. Should I tell the story of the double duck?
As Lucas, have you heard the story of the double duck?
No, I haven't, and I've got no idea where it's going to go, so I'm all...
So, a few years ago, I conned my dad and a couple of his mates into playing cricket. And we were playing a game, and I was the last to get out in an innings, and I got a duck.
So hold on, you were batting 10th is what you're telling me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
10th or
batting
11th or
last
whatever.
man
Yeah,
out.
last man out.
11th man.
I got a duck. And then the captain goes, "Look, mate, you're already in your pads. So you might as well get back out there. They've been forced to follow
no
on.
way.
They've been forced to follow on. So I've had to go face their opening bowlers again. And second ball, I get a fucking another duck.
Oh, the double duck.
So therefore, I have a double duck. in terms
Imagine
of-
if,
So you're
imagine
telling
if you
me
got out
that
first
you-
ball and the guy was technically on a hat trick
Oh,
after
mate.
that.
Yeah, that would have been fucking cracker.
So what you're telling me, Dan, I just want to make sure this is what I'm getting is, you probably spent more steps walking back and forth from the
From the
from the
Boundary.
sidelines than you did walking down the pitch itself.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I've never looked at it that way.
Me.
The legendary double duck.
Yeah, so I got
That's extreme.
2 ducks in 10 minutes.
I don't know if
Whack,
any
whack.
other cricket player has ever done that ever. So I mean, that's something Cornwall's never going to live up to.
Exactly.
And that's what I want my fickies to do. I want my fickies to break records.
Well,
Oh.
well, gentlemen, it seems like we're moving through this at a rapid pace. But
It's good to have a bit of that dribble in there every now and then, though. Like,
the dribble.
we just went on a tangent and talked some shit for a bit.
You mean the banter?
The banter and the
Oh, the
dribble.
Fanta.
Can't be using the D word, I don't think.
I'll
I think
D-word
I think it's
you.
copyrighted. I think it's
Copyrighted by,
Those
we-
other guys.
other podcasters.
Should we call it the
D word, we
Fanta
can
then?
use it, Dad.
The
We'll
Fanta.
give it our own name. We'll call it Fanta. So it's not banter, it's Fanta.
Fanta.
But we can't trademark that one. Or is it
Ah,
We'll
F-A-N-T-E-R?
call it Fanta for the couch commentators.
Hello, welcome back to the Couch Commentators. This is Luke.
Yeah. Man, okay. Well, boys, so let's get on to the NRL round review. Right. So game 1 of the week was the Redcliffe Dolphins, not the Brisbane or Queensland Dolphins, Redcliffe, because that's where they're from.
I didn't know they were
So-
from anywhere.
I thought that was just the
Oh, sorry,
Dolphins.
just the Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Fins up.
Well, fins up, that's right. Well, the Dolphins played the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Now, guys, this is a game where I watched the first half and was, quite whelmed in the first half, but I fell asleep as I do at about 20 past 8. So I woke up in the morning to a nice, 105 points on NRL Supercoach for my good friend Cody Walker, who I respect greatly. Guys, the Rabbitohs really put it to him in the second half. Can anyone sort of elaborate on what happened? Because, like I said, I was bloody catching Z's.
Yeah,
Things
I
don't
can-
do too well out of water.
I'll take it off. I'll take it off.
Yep.
Second half they were already falling apart before a big send off to Bromwich, Kenny. But
Ken?
even before then, the South was starting to roll through the forward pack, just killing away. Cam Murray was just quick play the balls as he does. And then when Bromwich came off, the floodgates opened. Just see you later. Game over. I think they scored 2 or 3 tries in those 10 minutes.
The hit
But
that
then-
Bromwich went off for was fucking crazy as well.
Oh, he was so stupid.
Yeah. Like, how the fuck do you, like the bloke's falling down and he just literally aimed at his head.
That's not the stupid part. The stupid part is that he never looked at the ball, so he tackled him early.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make sure he got hit and stayed down.
You'll stay down, bitch.
Tackled him, and then the
pretty
ball
much.
bounced about 3 seconds later.
Yeah.
Good God.
It's pretty
Something I wanted to bring up into the game. Campbell Graham is got to be in the New South Wales team.
He's
got-
Another 2
I
tries
agree.
for the bloke. Fuck me.
That first try he scored was fucking amazing as well.
Honestly, though, do you think he will get picked?
On the
I
wing,
can hope so.
maybe?
I
Will
think
Freddie Fittler pick him?
that's what's baffling me. People are saying like to pick him that you got to play turbo on the wing. It's like no, Campbell Graham can play wing. He did it for Australia. He debuted on the wing. He's
Turbo on the
like
Toronto
Suoliti,
Centres.
just like a couple of years earlier.
Yeah.
Did he really
Yeah.
play on the wing?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
debuted wing. Played wing for Australia.
Yeah, he played in the
his
World
debut
Cup
was sick.
wing.
Yeah, it was.
His debut, he was still in school, and then he got pulled out of school to get told like you're playing for South this week, and then and then like
Bullshit. Are we talking about Campbell Graham?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I
mate.
mean. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Suoliti like without the raps.
Wow.
And then-
Wow. I had no idea about that.
the bloke's a fucking big unit as well.
Yeah.
I love Matty Johns and on that show they call him a serial killer.
Oh, yeah. The serial killer. I remember that, the Origin interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I want to say
God,
is,
yeah.
when you and Aitken made that break, and he passes inside instead of out.
Yeah, that was a game.
Yeah, he
destroyer.
he looked out as well.
He
Yeah.
looked twice. He's like,
Yeah,
oh crap. Okay. He went, wow.
and then tries to throw the Hail Mary ball over the fucking Souths player.
Good old Mary.
Yeah. Good stuff by you and Aiken. Really fucking it up for the team.
But then he scored a try, so
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now, so where does that put South now? They firmly sit them in themselves inside the top 4. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I don't have the ladder in front of me.
I'll get the ladder
they're
up.
5th now. Sorry, they're
Fifth?
5th currently.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, wow. So they're
That-
behind the Broncos, Panthers, Warriors, and Sea Eagles.
That is a very strange top 4.
It is.
Having the Warriors there, that is very strange.
And the Broncos.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maui. The Broncos
Maui,
have
number one
so
fan.
many easy teams, and I can't believe that people are rating them.
They're going to get a
continue
fucking
on.
shock this week.
Oh yeah, red hot.
Well, guys, we're going to the 6 o'clock. Now, I'm surprised this was the 6 o'clock game on a Friday. I'm sure they could have found another game during the week, such as the Warriors Cowboys to be a part here. But guys, the Sharks defeating the Roosters 22-12 at Shark Park in some pretty shocking weather. Brandon, mate, you guys finally got a win. It's been a while, so I'll let you take over here, mate. What are you thinking?
Oh, what do you mean? It's been a while. We had the bye last week, mate.
Exactly. It's been
Look,
2 weeks since you've
we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. Firstly, I'll start with that. Secondly, I mean, it's finally good to have a good ref, Like, hats off to whoever ref that game, but he's a real G. It was a 14-4 penalty count, which is amazing.
You guys only won by 10 still.
They deserved those penalties against them. 2 sin bins as well against the Roosters, but look, some will say that may have influenced the game, but I think Sharks were just hands down the better team with Nico Hines' wet hair.
Yeah, and look, when it
Probably,
rains,
yeah.
I suppose Nico becomes even more powerful, so it's a bit...
Pause.
I think it's a bit bad. Is that a bit of Luke Combs there that I'm hearing, Dean Combs?
They're just spitting bars out of nowhere.
Maybe.
Oh, Lord, when it rains. Now, guys, I just want to bring up one thing before I let some of you other blokes jump in. I think is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen on a football field by Victor Radley. What the hell was that?
So I
Bruh.
did hear a bad but a explanation.
Oh,
So
God.
supposedly,
How can you explain that?
no, but supposedly they wanted to try and challenge a call, but obviously he didn't hear the rule change as well last year. That
Yeah, I was going to
a
say, there was
deliberate
rule
penalty to try to use a captain's challenge is
It's so late as well.
It's
They
like
had,
there was 2 minutes to go, but it was so stupid, and it just
it
adds
was-
to his record.
Yeah, and the bloke's got a
Yeah.
fucking
Is he
shocking
missing
record.
this week, or am I crazy?
What was that?
What was that?
Or is he just getting a fine for this week?
Yeah. All he did was flop on a guy. Like
Yeah.
he wouldn't
It
get
was
a
a
fine.
professional
He's not getting
foul.
a fine.
Yeah. That's
He's probably getting a team fine because they're like imagine if for their boys trip away at the end of the year they said to him, all right, every time you get set up for 10 you got to put in $1,000.
Bro,
He'd be
that'd be
poor.
fucking cheering.
Oh, the other boys would be for sure.
Yeah.
The other boys would be bloody tickled pink, mate. But they certainly wouldn't be. Now, I got a question for you, boys. Brandon Smith, do you guys think he's lived up to expectations so far whilst at the Roosters, or has he been
I think he's
a
doing
bit
all right.
underwhelming for you?
I think he's doing all right. He scored a try in the game.
I think he's like just on par of what he like. Oh,
He hasn't
I'm
had the
gonna break
impact.
the mold.
So he's playing on par to his skill level, but he hasn't
Yeah.
had the impact that like everyone sort of thought. Oh, he'll just take him to the next level.
yeah.
Like, I don't think it's his fault, but he also hasn't made Roosters a great team.
I remember
He's
talking
being-
episode 1 or 2 that I thought Roosters were gonna be the it team with Brandon Smith like leading them, but obviously not.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I
you're right,
had him
obviously.
up the top of the table as well to start the year, and He's
I
been
really don't know what I put them, but holy crap! dude,
Average.
I don't think I was any close to what it is right now.
Also, we'll talk about it later, but there's a bit of panic stations going on there. Just
yeah.
Oh,
We'll talk
yeah,
about that.
Yeah, talk about it later. I just thought I'd slightly bring it up and just go.
Gonna make you guys start thinking about it, eh?
Not as much panic stations as West Tigers, but we'll also get to that later as well.
Yeah, well,
Left
so
out
we'll
of the
move on
panic
to the
stations.
same day. We'll move on to the Friday night game, the 8 o'clock game. So the Manly Seagulls defeated the Melbourne Storm in what was a pretty entertaining game that we were lucky enough to watch on Friday night at a certain housewarming party.
And birthday. Say happy birthday to me, guys.
How could I
Thank you.
forget?
Yep.
Birthday yesterday.
Birthday was yesterday. Don't need to worry.
Oh yeah, thanks guys. Thanks.
But guys, in what I would say would be probably a surprising result, the Manly Seagulls defeating the Melbourne Storm 18-8 at a near on full 4 Pines Park in Sydney. Were you guys expecting that result?
No.
I was
no,
honestly
yeah.
expecting Melbourne to win. I think Melbourne was one of my 2 tips I lost last week.
I knew
Yeah, is that right?
I knew Battle of Brookie was going to be weird and dangerous and funny, but I didn't expect that result.
Yeah, in particular.
Yeah.
Rookie is always a good game, but
And Manly fucking brought it. How
Yeah.
about them folding every single count on the Melbourne team?
That hit.
that-
Like Alloway, I think Olakuatu's getting too much credit for that. I thought Alloway's shot was almost better on. It was the same shot, but I thought his contact was stronger. And then
The bloke-
he's
he
the
went
one that
off
made
with
the initial
concussion.
contact, and then he goes low, and then he folds into Olakuatu, who also hits him just as hard.
he went off with concussion, but it was from whiplash.
Yeah. Oh, there was a little bit of shoulder and jaw, but
Go off with that.
I've never seen Olam be hit so hard.
Are
Like,
you telling me Olam went off because of the hit there?
Yeah,
Yes.
they ended up taking him off for HIA.
so he ended up playing something
Holy
like
hell, man.
so he missed 10 minutes in the bin and then 15 minutes there. So he played not a lot of
He
footy.
did a Victor Radley right there.
Yeah, that's a Victor Radley special. HIA 10 in the
old
bin.
Victor the Inflictor.
Lucas, you go run at Olakuatu and Josh Alloway and tell me you're not going off for fucking HI.
I'd prefer not to because I don't know. Did I tell the Olakuatu story on the podcast last week? I don't think
I
I
don't
did.
know. Just bring it up anyway.
Well, I'm gonna
Damn,
bring it up,
you-
but on that, Dan, you saying I should run at Olakuatu. The West Tigers game last year against the Manly Seagulls down at Campbelltown Stadium.
Oh
Hey,
my
that's-
goodness, this weekend.
Pumped. And it's this weekend too, yes. We got absolutely pumped down there. And we were only about 5 or 6 rows back from the front. And I remember Brent Naden picked the ball up and ran unluckily at Olakuatu. Now, when I tell you guys, I've been to many an NRL game in the past. I've never seen someone get hit so hard the way Brent Naden got smashed by Olakuatu, to the point where there was, we were 5 rows back. There would have been a couple hundred people around us. Everyone made the same, when Olakuatu got hit because of the sound that it made when he sent Naden into the shadow realm. And not only that, to add insult to injury, Naden didn't come back on, mate. He buckled. He got hit so hard he didn't come back on. So
Yeah, no.
I was-
You
I
don't
was
want to
so-
run straight at him.
I was so glad to see them play like that, though, because other than the Parramatta game, I haven't seen them hit with such intensity. Like, I remember they were smashing Junior Polo, Campbell Gillard. It was like a
Yeah.
good contest. And then weeks later, they get smashed by 50 points and stuff. I was going, oh, come
odd,
on.
isn't big shout out to Taniela Paseka as well. He's really stood up this year.
Oh,
man.
He's taken that.
He's
that
finally
front row
having that
jersey and
year.
made it
Like,
his
he's
own.
still pretty young, but it feels like he's been ready for this year for a couple of years now.
Absolutely. I think this is his 3rd or 4th year at Manly. He left the Tigers as the most.
Oh, did he?
He had a highlight. He used to have a highlight video on YouTube of him just running over people in the New South Wales Cup. It was so silly.
Oh, yeah. And then you guys are like, we don't need any of that in our team.
Yeah, why would we want
Yeah,
that?
Yep, we don't need that. We don't want that. See you later. So, there we are.
Oh,
Oh, bloody hell.
that's great.
Anyway, guys, first game on the Saturday was the Warriors versus the Cowboys. Now, in a game that, according to the news and the stats, happened. You could call it a battle of the spoon, like I would have at the start of the season, but I'm a dope. So, Brandon, now surely, mate, you watched this one.
Oh, mate. I didn't watch it. Firstly, what was old mate Peyton putting Granville in the front row? What the fuck's that?
Mate,
That's
Jake
gonna
Granville
be.
just gets the job done. What do you mean?
Oh, mate, he's gonna be smoking something before the game.
He's one of the only players to ever played hooker, fullback, and front row.
And front row, yeah. No, that's wild. But the hapless Cowboys just seem to not have it at all this year. Their attack looks like the Tigers in the 20-meter mark. It's not clicking for them. I mean, it's the first week Drinky was back, so who knows? Maybe they might change. But yeah, no, they're not looking good.
No, that's the second week.
Second
Yeah,
week.
oh,
Jink's
second-
back.
Drinky dude,
Yeah, they've got
that's
no
even
excuses.
fucking
They've got
worse.
no
Oh,
excuses.
Fold the class.
And, like, it's not like he was,
Hey.
it's not like he was injured. He
Boys
was
are here.
suspended, so he's fully fit. He's running around.
Yeah.
Oh.
How good's this vein of form that Sean Johnson finds himself in?
Oh, mate.
Seriously,
So glad.
how good is
I,
this?
I do hate it though because he was good at Sharks, but everyone just goes, "Oh, he's so much better at the Warriors this year."
Oh, that's
Mate, one year he got top try assists, but because he gets injured every year, when he was playing for us, we would make the finals, and then we wouldn't have a halfback for the finals, and be like, "Oh well, Sharks are shit."
I think Luke Brooks got top try assist one year as well, dude.
I think Luke Brooks got Dally M halfback of the year one year. So,
Yeah.
like,
No,
And you
I
guys-
refuse to-
Re-sign
I
him,
refuse to-
re-sign him,
that's-
re-sign him.
re-signed him by
Re-sign
1.4
him.
million.
Resign Luke Brooks, please.
Right
I refuse
now.
to believe
Please.
That's a real thing. Guys, Knights versus Panthers. Now, holy hell, what a game that was.
Yeah, it was actually. I didn't expect it to be that good of a game.
Oh, mate, I reckon you could have asked 100 people before the game who they thought would win, and I'd say 98 of them out of the 100 would have said, Penrith Panthers to win that. But,
Penrith by 13 plus, and have a multi this long is like what I had going.
every defender to score, maybe even throw in a Luai or a Cleary to score. Sorry, every defender, every back to score. But, yeah, God, the Newcastle... That second half, the defence for that 20 or 25 minute period where they were just, hanging on by sheer, grit and determination was so fantastic to see. And as I think is becoming quite normal. What's his name? Lachlan Fitzgibbon does something stupid.
The form that Tyson Gamble responsibly is in,
Yeah. He's kept the spot on the bench this week because of it. He's just been that good. Ponga's back, by the way.
Ponga's back.
Where's Ponga
Oh, I
playing?
didn't
Where
look
was
at the
he
team
named?
list.
Who cares?
5'8".
He's 5'8". So,
He's 5'8".
So for 2 minutes
at
at least he'll be back.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Oh no,
First
to be
tackle,
fair,
goes,
he played
"I'm gonna
what?
Put my head there.
He played 72 minutes of football because he had to go off. Oh no, about 72 minutes of football so far he's played. 'Cause he got taken off with 10 minutes to go in the first round, and then
Yeah.
played 2 minutes against the Tigers.
He's a cheapie on fantasy footy if you guys want to pick him up. Maybe give
I'd
him a
rather
week.
die, thanks though, mate.
Give him a week.
No. Because he'll
West
play
Trade.
5 minutes this week and get HA again.
But I
Hey,
do
come
like
on,
gambling.
guys.
I do like gambling
Tyson Gamble
Of
responsibly.
course.
because if he plays, he scores.
Uh,
Yeah, they Knights fucking performed that well, and then to get to the point where they were even, and then fucking Cleary in the golden point. You dog.
Cleary.
It's
I
almost
was
as
talking-
certain as it's almost as certain as the sun coming up, isn't it? Cleary
Oh,
and
yeah.
Golden Point, mate. He's going to kick
It's
a field
awesome.
goal.
And
I
he's
mean-
so crisp with it, although he fucked one up earlier in the
Yeah,
game.
but the second one was
very
fucking
good.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
100%,
Brandon
yeah.
was out. He was watching with me, and as soon as he kicked, I said, "That's good," and it just sailed straight, never missed.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I was talking to Big Bad Matty C about this, and he reckons we should change the rules of golden point to a
Yeah.
golden try, or a
Is Matt back
or
in
play out the
2005?
or
I
play
swear they
the
were
10
talking about
minutes.
that.
So guys,
Is Matt best mates with fucking
the
Buddy
question is,
Rothfield?
what do you guys think?
I agree with Lucas. Is Matt best mates with Bucks Rosfield? Obviously, honestly.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise
See, the
me.
thing is, that can't work because as it is, so a game like the Newcastle Manly game it just fucks over the television.
Oh,
guys.
bro, that's fucked.
And, like, all of a sudden, you have games starting while other games are still not finished because
Yeah.
it's going that long. So it won't happen.
It was just a thought. I was just like, Matty C wanted to vent it to me, and I thought I'd release it to the public for everyone to hear.
No, because
Matt-
Parramatta probably don't beat Penrith if that was the case. Because
That's true.
Cleary just slots this huge 2-point field goal, and then we were just lucky enough to get a good first or two sets, and then kick one before they got
Well,
a
that's
shot.
what that was the. I think that was what he was talking about. Like you just have one good set that first set, and you kick a field goal. So,
Yeah.
and
Brennan,
you played 80 minutes of back and forth.
was Matty
It's
C
what it is,
drunk when you had this conversation?
It was on my birthday. He came and seen me like a good mate, but yeah, we were having a couple of beers. Yes.
So yes, he was under the influence of alcohol. Drink responsibly, everyone. But yes, we all know what Matty C fucking chat shit
All
about.
right. On to the next game.
Hey, can we
game.
pause for a
Right,
sec? I
next
just
game,
want
who
another
cares
beer.
now?
Oh fuck.
Fucking hell, James.
I'm an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
we're not-
I'm an alcoholic.
We're not pausing. We're gonna call you alcoholic in public's fucking.
Yeah, I'm not cutting this out. You're an alcoholic, James.
He's
Sweet,
a low
sweet.
functioning alcoholic.
Hey man,
Guys,
I don't go
what do
to
you reckon?
meetings. This is my meeting.
The Brisbane Broncos versus the Gold Coast Titans. Now, sorry guys. Look, I was out at a dinner for the start of this game,
How
and
fucking dare you?
it was pretty ugly. The first 10 or 15 was quite ugly for the Broncos, and I thought they were in strife, I turned once the food came out of my dinner, I turned the turned it off, and then I turned it back on an hour and a half later, and here we bloody are, the Broncos giving it to them. Guys, who watched the full game and can explain what the fuck happened?
I'll leave this one to Brandon because I reckon he watched it.
Thanks, guys. I did watch it. What night was this? Saturday or was
Saturday.
this Sunday?
I sure hope it was
Saturday.
Saturday.
Let
If
me
it was,
just
if it wasn't, and I didn't go to work the next day, then I'm in all sorts.
Right, so Saturday, I did watch the game. I mean, Gard Barrera, I think he scored maybe 2. Weapon. That bloke's a
Oh yeah, that's
fucking
right.
weapon.
Just after I sold him, yeah, sweet, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
mate.
he
Sick.
only goes well when he has like attacking points, obviously. Other than that, Jaden Campbell's looking good. I didn't check there. Oh god, my fucking
like I
ear,
never
gorgeous. Didn't check if he was named starting fullback, but there was talks of him getting fullback and Bremo. Yeah, bring it
Who's
up.
this, Cam Pereira?
No,
Jaden Campbell.
Jaden Campbell, because he's
Campbell
been going
is
really
fullback.
well. Yeah, and is Bremo in halves?
No, Kieran Foran's back, but Brimo is
So it's-
is
Brimson's in the reserves.
reserve 21.
Okay, so I've heard talks that they might have Bremo at 5'8" with Foran and drop Tanner Boyd.
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
Tanner Boyd
so
done wrong?
Yeah, that's actually
nothing.
Nothing,
Yeah,
but it's
they-
like
they think
how much has
Campbell's going too
Campbell
well.
done well? Yeah.
yeah. I
Well, not
understand.
well
I
enough,
understand
because-
it.
Let me have a hypothetical for you. Let me have a hypothetical for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
What had Brandon Wakeham done to be dropped from the 7? And what the fuck had Luke Brooks done to be given the number 7? How's that for you?
What had Dane Laurie done wrong, and what had Charlie States made one mistake. It was a game coster,
And,
but
new favourite
It's
fullback.
okay. We'll get back to that, guys. We'll get back to that. But anyway, the Broncos Titans.
Yeah, James, what did you have anything to say about that?
anything to
Anything
say
about
about
Broncos
that?
Titans? Yeah.
Broncos seem very fit. Like out of all, like they're obviously very talented, but that's the
Swole.
second or third game that they've just ran away with right at the end.
Yeah. Bloody Payne Haas is a weapon.
Yeah.
Absolute
Quite
unit.
impressive that they keep on, managing to do that late burst of points and then run away with the game.
It's the same 3 men every week.
But I did say earlier as well, if you bring up the 6 rounds or whatever, who they versed, and tell me like who's a fucking top 8 team from last year, they're versus fucking beaters. And they're going alright, but like
Except for the Dragons, right, Dan?
Yeah.
But they versed Parramatta this week, and look, Parramatta haven't had the best year to start, but like it'll be their first real competition. I think they versed maybe Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith round one.
And
It was 13-12 they won.
Yeah. And Penrith wasn't too good to start the season.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Other than that,
A funny stat about Penrith, I just want to bring up. Did you know they're the only team to lose after a bye?
Who was that to, James?
Just
Oh, it's
wait
the
until
Parramatta,
this week,
funnily
boys.
enough. It was-
Oh, yeah, wait till this week after Tigers lose.
Yeah, good
Well,
point.
guys,
That's what, I'm glad I brought that up this week.
I heard Lucas say it, and I'm like, I'm just going to
We're
steal his
moving
joke.
We're moving
oh,
on.
that's gold. Oh mate.
Now, guys, in a game that sort of resembled an under 12s back and forth one,
Hey,
the
you shut your
Raiders
fucking
versus
mouth.
the Dragons actually happened on Sunday afternoon at 2:00.
Thank fuck it was 2
The
o'clock.
it was the return of the 2 p.m. Sunday games, and I'll pass this one straight on to Dan, the Dragons fan. Dan,
Look, mate,
mate, another L. What do you got for us?
I'm used to taking L's. But
Uh-huh.
I was sitting there thinking, like, weren't we leading at halftime? Yeah, we were. Going into halftime, we were leading. And then
Huh?
we just fell apart. Nah,
Did you watch the game?
I did.
Okay.
We let them score two
Just making
fucking easy tries. Like, the Sebastian Chris
Yeah.
try was too fucking easy for him. He just literally walked through the line pretty much. Same with
He
the...
gave
pretty
he
bad.
gave one back when he let Moga just like
Oh,
fall
yeah.
over the
Oh,
line.
that was ridiculous.
Oh,
dude.
come-
He just let Moga fall down.
That
I
was...
can't believe Dan is forgetting the main part of the game that you guys did not score a try and they didn't score any points. Like, no points were scored for that fucking long.
Oh, yeah,
Was it like 38 minutes.
35
Yeah.
minutes of bullshit.
It was a fucking poo slinger, mate. An absolute poo slinger.
I just want to say, I want to give credit to Hudson Young, the second last try of the game. Ran fucking 90 meters as a fucking second row forward.
Did he play the full
Guy
80?
should be fucking
I'm pretty sure he
embarrassed.
did. Let me
I'm pretty
see.
sure he's usual 80 minutes.
Yeah, he did play full 80,
Where-
so...
Like,
Where
that's
was
insane.
Terrell
man.
Salone there? Salone's supposed to be
think
the
he
quickest
was-
bloke on the field and he couldn't fucking chase down Hudson Young.
I think he was on...
Because it was like
I can't even- yeah.
like Dragons were attacking.
Yeah, so Sloan would have been, like, trying to get around the ball, but...
He still could have caught him. I
Yeah.
have him way out.
Surprisingly, Hudson
Where's
Young
Jason
only had...
Saab when you need him?
Oh, he's here, boys. He's going to be tearing up and down the Campbelltown pitch come Sunday.
I can't wait to watch Tommy Turbo, Jason Saab, and Ruben Garrix run rings around the Tigers.
It's
But
gonna be
anyway.
good. It's going to be good.
Well, you know what? I can. Anyway, guys, the Sunday Arvo 4:00 game. Now, in a game where the Bulldogs lost another 24 blokes, they were absolutely pantsed by the Parramatta Eels, who once again put on a late burst to score a couple of late tries. James, being the Parramatta fan, mate, hit me, mate. hit
So it was actually two late bursts. Because I thought the first half was actually a good half of footy, where it was pretty close for most of it. Unfortunately, Carraz went down very early, which hurts them, not Parramatta. That was great.
Yeah, that's true.
But then we scored two tries in 2 minutes because we scored, and then in the set after we scored again. I think we scored even 3 tries in 7, was it, or something, to get out to a good lead
Yeah,
for
I think
half
it was,
time.
yep.
And then the next half again, it was slow. Just Parramatta was sort of working their way in, and then all of a sudden it became a blowout. But
Yeah, it got ugly real quick.
the thing is, there's not a lot to take away for Para because you're up against a fucking weak as shit Bulldogs team that are missing half the team. And then if
Yeah.
you're the Bulldogs, you go, oh, look, we were in it for periods of the game, but just the roster just probably wasn't there. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Davida Pangai looked good, though.
He
I
did,
must say.
he did.
How many
Also,
offloads
what
did the
about
bloke
Campbell
want?
Gillard?
CG.
So good.
Jeez.
I love the Mo as much as I love his football, you know?
Like,
What
what did
about
Reid Marty say to him on the way out? Because
Oh,
he
yeah.
just ran
Right.
fucking bad.
Yep.
Was it when RCG scored the try, he threw the ball down at
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Marty?
over the top of him.
Yeah, I
said
think it would have
weak
thrown
at
it down
dog.
over anyone, but it was just funny that it was over
Yeah,
Reed
it
Marty.
was better than it was Reed Marty.
There was a post today, like talking about RCG should be selected for New South Wales, but again
Panthers
saying
boys say no.
that's Freddie Fittler. He loves his Penrith. He loves his Roosters. So I'm not.
That's
gonna
the thing.
say he shouldn't.
Like last year, I was very surprised that he was dropped. It's not that I can't believe it. I was very surprised because I thought he was
Yeah.
one of our better forwards in game one,
100% he was.
and then he got dropped for a Saifidi that hadn't played Origin or nothing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hang on a second.
And was off the bench for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it was the
Yes.
good Saifidi, which now these days I forget because they're both pretty average.
Is there even a good side PD anymore?
Hey guys,
Yeah,
they
that's
perform
right.
pretty well, you know.
And let's just speaking of Origin, it's
Mhm.
finally been announced that Jack Whiten is no longer in representative
He is.
football.
How crazy!
That is.
I didn't think he was going to get there anyway, but fair play to him.
I thought he was a
Nico
guarantee.
Hines.
I thought he was a guarantee.
He
on
would have
the
been
bench.
14.
Nico Hines 6.
Jack Whiten would have been 14 with the form he's been in.
Yeah, okay,
As
fair
of
enough,
late,
fair
I
enough. Yeah, I
reckon.
suppose he can
Yeah.
sort of cover a lot of positions.
He has
can't
been- they've been-
Body.
He could play second row if you wanted him to.
Raiders
Yeah,
have been
exactly.
pretty
And
average.
he's also that type of player that will
Jack White's
elevate
a
his
good
game, you know. If
But to be
needed,
fair,
so.
I still think Luai just misses out altogether, and you go Nico and Burton on the bench.
Yeah,
Nico
that would
Hines
be.
couldn't lace Jerome Luai's boots, bro.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Me, you, car park right now, mate.
Oh no,
Let's
you
go.
know what, Lucas? You're
Nico
right.
Hines-
You know what, Lucas? You're right. Mitch Moses deserves another shot. He was unfairly, unfairly
Luke
asked.
Guys,
Let me tell you,
Brooksy.
if Nico
Brooks
Hines,
deserves another shot.
Nico
Brooksy for
Hines
Origin.
wasn't wearing a light blue shirt, you know,
He looks, he looks good in light blue, mate. He looks good, mate.
So
It's like he wears it
can,
every
but I don't
week.
want her on the bloody field.
Luke
All
Brooks
right,
for
let's move
Origin
on.
2023.
Let's move on to the to this latest segment that we've got just for the day's show, guys. We've got the top 3 NRL fullbacks on current form. So
Ooh.
on current form, yeah. So I think there are going to be some pretty controversial answers in here. But Dan, I'm going to go with you first, mate. So
Alright, I'm going to
have
go
fun.
from like 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
So, oh, fuck. I know who my number 1 is, that's the thing, but I'd say
Fucking tell us the other two.
no fucking shit, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, well,
I'd
wait.
say probably Reece Walsh is number 3.
Yep.
Number 3.
Number
Ooh.
3. Oof.
Yeah.
Any elaborations to that?
Just- I know he's in really good form, but I think the person that I've got in number 1 is actually I'll go because I don't. Oh, this. I didn't
Oh,
think about
you
this.
think David
you
40?
had time. You had time.
Yeah. Just yeah.
I did.
Hurry up, here. Come on, guys, come on.
Alright, I'll go. Okay, I'll put Reece Walsh into 2.
Okay, so Walsh is 2 now.
I'll go
He's
Latrell
moved
Mitchell
up.
number 3,
Fuck
Mhm,
off.
mhm.
Go on.
and then Dylan Edwards number 1.
Ooh,
Deadwoods.
Deadwoods.
His
He has
form
been
as of
killing it.
late has been fucking amazing.
He has
Brandon,
been.
what do you got, mate?
Okay, well, I'm not going to take as long as Dan, or should I do a bit of thinking?
Yeah, ooh, baby.
Let me,
Oh.
ooh.
Sorry, guys,
I actually get my pen out and start clicking as well. Fucking. So I've got at 3. I've got Chansey. Chansey has been
Ooh,
killing
what?
it. The Warriors have been
Superstar.
fucking killing it.
I think
That's
he's
a bit of
been.
he's-
bit of a smoky.
He
I think he's
plays
been as good as every other fullback.
That's
so
a
much
history
hard
ticker
on
I've
sleeve.
ever
He's
heard.
changed their team.
Oh,
from
no,
a-
he's great for their culture, and
Bottom eight
he's
team.
part of the reason why they're
Good
going good. But is he?
and
the best
then
fullback?
Raiders were stupid to let him go.
Yes,
But
yes.
continue
yes.
on. Next, I have Tommy.
What?
Hi,
Yeah,
Are you
Current
watching the
form.
same game?
Current form, no.
People
Yeah,
are
guys, let
people.
him go. He let you go. You let him go.
Sorry.
People are forgetting how good he's been playing. Like he scored like a handful of tries. He's set up a handful of tries, but just because he's not as good as he was in Dalian Mira, people are thinking, okay, he's not as good. Either way, on to the number one, Reece Walsh. He's been in top form. Broncos are killing it. They're like up the top there. They're versing beaters, so it doesn't really matter. But he's number one. Yeah, that's my pick.
That's fair. James, mate, on to you.
To be honest, if you're going just form, I think Reece Walsh has been the best.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, if you even try to say Clint Gutherson, mate.
He's getting a mention.
He's getting a mention, same as your boy Tommy.
Oh, for
But
fuck's sake.
So my top three is Walsh, Edwards number 2, and then Latrell 3. And then I want to mention both Tommy and the King because
The King.
Latrell's had
Ty
the
2 years
highest
ago?
highs so far. Like I think like in his top games he's looked outstanding above anyone else. But then he's also had games where he just wasn't there. So that's why I just wanted to mention Tommy and the King.
The King.
King's been pretty good. He also made Burden look like he can't kick a ball high.
I didn't think Wally Lewis was still playing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. Is there a King this side of the border?
Yeah, nice. Well, I suppose I'll fill in and throw out my top three. Now, I'm not saying yours is wrong. I'm just saying mine is. In number 3, hold on, jeez, I've already forgotten my list.
Oh, come on.
No,
imagine not having it written
Dan,
down.
come on. I mean, sorry,
In
Lucas.
number 3. Now, look, his last 2 weeks might not have been perfect, but I think Will Kennedy is a smoky for my third pick.
So he's my 6th.
Come on.
So he's my third pick. Now, my second pick is absolutely Reece Walsh. I think he's been in a fantastic vein of form, and it's lasted now 6-7 weeks, however long it is. And rank number 1 for my top NRL fullback at the moment is Jareem Buller.
Yes. Woo! Bulla.
Dream the dream. The dream.
Honestly, though, I'm extremely excited to see this youngster play for the Tigers
Yeah.
this Sunday. Realistically, my top is Dylan Edwards.
Ah.
So,
Yes.
so that's my
Dream.
At least we agree on something, Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. And I think we could all sit here for the next 3 hours debating on why each of us are dickheads and why ours is the best, but we and we'll move
And while
on
Tyrell
to
Sloan deserves to be there.
Stan's dumb decision. What bit of dopery do you have for us,
Look, mate.
Dan? I'm ready to give my money to Sportsbet.
Yeah.
So am I, because this is pretty
Or
fucking
Picklebet.
stupid. Before I say this, Picklebet, please sponsor us. I mean, what?
Please. We need your monies.
Before I say this, gamble
I know
responsibly.
you follow us.
Go on.
So, Tuesday, it's Anzac Day. Traditional Anzac game. Dragons vs Roosters. Dragons 13 plus.
Oh, no.
Ooh. This is getting dumb already. I love it.
This is a bit of a not dumb decision, but Ben Hunt to score.
Ooh, I
And
like
big
that. That's
blocker
good
Blake
money.
Laurie to score.
Ooh, blocker.
He's going to be paying 1,000.
On
It's gonna
Sportsbet,
be.
it's paying $251.
What about Picklebet?
251 on Picklebet. And
Everyone
it's-
download Picklebet right now.
You know what? Fuck yous. I'm going to do it.
Oh, we all downloaded Picklebet?
Picklebet, speak to us because we need a sponsor for our betting segments. Look, we know you see us.
We need to put this on our Instagram so they see it.
Oh, yeah.
Not the.
I'll edit chop it short because so you talking about sports bet is not good for our
Yeah,
no,
this is
good.
Picklebet.
I don't have anything currently outstanding. So look, beggars can't be choosers. Big dogs got to eat, but that's okay.
But yeah, jump on Dan's fucking dumb decision. I think it's come
Jump on
through.
Dan's dumb
Honestly,
decision, guys. If you feel like giving money away to the bookies,
Roosters have picked
No, I heard
Joey
bookies
Manu in the
need
starting
money.
half, so I don't know.
that's right. That's right. Now, let's move on to the next segment, which is called Jim's Jam.
Whoa, what?
Jim's Jam.
That's me.
I don't know who the hell came up with that, but it's Jam. So,
Nah, mate, this
Well.
has a lot to do with jam. So this,
Jimmy, mate, what jam do you have?
so this is a little bit of a bet. So this is plain and simple strawberry jam on a piece of toast, little bit of butter.
More of a plum
Ooh.
jam type of guy.
All right.
Mm.
So your bread, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be a Rabbitohs with a 6.5 plus line.
Oh, okay, yes, I like
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
So last time this game was played, it was a very close game.
Yeah, and then what happened?
It was obviously, Penrith won, but it was under 7 points. So.
Okay, yeah, continue on. Yeah. We can really.
Who scores?
Ooh, yeah.
AJ scores. Toto
Ooh,
scores.
Yeah, he does. Ooh,
$6.50. That tastes fucking delicious. That's some jam, baby.
That's some good sandwich right there.
there.
Jim's Jam.
Jim's jam. Jim's jam.
So let's get that out of food terms and hit us again with your multi.
All right, so that is Rabbitohs for the line plus 6.5, and then Toto and AJ anytime. That
And a
will
bit of
give you a
jam.
price of $6.50, and that's the jam.
That's the jam, baby. That's the jam.
Just quickly, guys, AJ, he's referring to Alex
Johnson, sorry, yeah.
not AJ Brimson. So
Jeez, James, how are people supposed to get on the jam?
Oh, sorry, boy.
This
Sorry.
is your first bet for the podcast
Yes,
as well. So
yes, it
hopefully we
is. It
start
is.
off
It is.
to-
Imagine if I hit that at 650.
Oh, mate.
Don't I equal top? Or
in a league of your own, if you do that.
I think I equal the top.
I think Brightside was up there, but
now, guys, you're absolutely going to want to get this podcast up before Thursday because he's picked the first game of the season.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
boys. Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
fuck you.
You're welcome for the pressure. I heard you thrive under it.
All right, guys, let's get into the NRL tips. So we'll start off with the Rabbitohs Panthers. Brandon, what have you got, mate?
I'm going Penrith.
James, what are you thinking?
Yeah, the riff.
The Riff? Dan?
I'm going against Grain Bunnies.
Don't be different.
Ooh.
Don't be different. I'm going with the Penny Panthers to get the dub here. The Eels and Broncos. James,
Eels.
let's see where your allegiance lays, mate.
It's pretty simple. It's Eels. It's always Eels.
All right. Brandon.
I will be going the Eels as well.
For God's sake. Dan, what do you got for me?
Against the Grain again, Broncos.
Oh.
I'm with ya. Up the Broncos. Bulldogs, Sharks. Dan.
Cronulla.
Cronulla. Okay. Brandon, what are you thinking?
Cronulla 13 plus.
Okay.
Ask for a
James, what are you thinking?
Nico Hines.
Nico Hines. And I'm going to agree with everyone there. And instead of saying 13 plus, I'll say Sharks by about 30. It's going to be an absolute beatdown, and every man and their dog is going to have a captain Nico Hines on Supercoach or Fantasy this week. So
I'll have a
don't
both,
have
baby.
him unlucky.
Pew, pew.
All right, guys. Cowboys versus the Knights. James, what are you thinking?
Oh, Knights. Fuck the Cowboys. They
Knights.
fucked me over too many times this year.
Yeah, fuck you, Cowboys. Fuck you, Todd Payton. Fuck you, Luciano Leilua. Brandon, what are you thinking?
Who's that, sorry?
You.
What?
Me? Okay, I didn't hear. Look, I'm busy putting on bets because I'm just winning every now and then. I'm going to pick Knights as well. They're back to full strength.
The bloke's just signed up to pickle bet, and there he is already. Dan, what are you thinking, mate?
Yeah, I'm going the Knights as well, buddy.
Knights as well. This is an absolute shit fight of a game. I'm just going to go for both teams to have a good time, and I'm going to pick the draw.
Both teams have a
I'm
good
seriously-
time. That's
I'm
good
seriously
shit.
going the draw. That's a 7, guys. That's a 7:30 Saturday game.
Oh, mate, that's good
That
shit.
thing that shouldn't be televised.
That should be the 6 o'clock Friday game, honestly.
I'd rather watch a packer under 6s run the opposite way than watch
mate.
that game.
I'd rather watch Tigers play.
Hey, we'll get there. Dolphins
Hey, we'll get-
versus Titans, Sunday, 2 o'clock, boys. Dan,
I'm going the
Come on.
Titans.
the Titans. Okay, Brandon.
My heart says Dolphins, but my mind says it's going to be Titans, mate.
Goodness me. James, what do you think?
What has the Titans done wrong to be the outsiders in this game? My jam should have just been the Titans.
Well,
Go
you know
the
what I'm
Titans.
gonna do? I'm gonna support the Dolphins, but I'm gonna put a cheeky bet on the Titans because I'm a fins up sort of guy.
Alright, so you are Fins. You're Fins up?
I'm fins up,
Alright.
but I'm gonna bet on the Titans because they're outsiders when they really shouldn't be. Now here we go. The game of the weekend, Sunday 4:00, Campbelltown Stadium. The West Tigers play the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. Guys, I want everyone's honest opinion here. James, I'll go with you first.
Turbo for a hat trick.
Brandon, I'll go with you next.
Well, with your new fullback and your new spine, and Tigers are coming off a win, so it's really good to see that Manly's going to pump them by 30 points.
Fair enough. Dan, surely, mate. Come on, don't be silly.
The Tigers are looking really good paying $3.13. But I can't wait to see Jason Saab and Ruben Garrick run rings around you guys.
Are you missing a digit? Are you missing a digit at the Tigers on?
No, they're paying $3.13.
I'm so surprised. I
Jesus.
thought they used for $4 at least, but
I thought they were at least
I thought it was
$10.
missing a digit. But James, sorry, what did you say again, mate? Who's
Turbo
got
for a hat trick.
I'll go Saab with a hat trick. So,
I don't mind Garrick as well.
nah, look, in all honesty, guys, now I'm going to get roasted here. I'm going to get roasted. But I believe that we will win.
I'm glad somebody does. I'm glad somebody does.
Now,
Well, you're well rested. You've had 2 weeks for the Sheenius to focus his eyes on these
I
weak,
also
badly
just saw
dogs.
some photos. The boys trained down at Mittagong today, and they were all smiling. So you know, spirits are good. So
Yeah.
Mittagong as well, but they're with the fucking salt of the earth people. They're down in the
exactly,
country.
mate. It's nice and cold down there. They've gone and spelt time at Gay Waterhouse's fucking Tulloch's Lodge down there. Mate, loving life.
I just heard Luke Brooks wasn't there. That's why they were happy.
No, unfortunately, he was in the photos. But anyway, guys, the Roosters versus the Dragons on Anzac Day. The traditional game. When did the Dragons last win this, Dan?
A couple of years ago, I'm pretty sure.
Only 2 years ago, I want to say, yeah.
I want to say it was close to last year, wasn't it?
2022
I don't know.
Anzac game. I'm pretty sure we did win.
I remember I was watching it
Rudy's pub.
at work.
I was too
At
busy
work.
losing my money playing tour.
I don't remember
Yeah,
many of
I'm-
these games.
I won't either. Absolutely.
Ooh, waiting on it.
I'll find it.
Cool.
Okay,
Anyway,
beautiful.
I'm going to say I think the Chookies are going to get the dub with Joey Manu absolutely starring at 5'8". James?
Ooh.
So I'm going to pick the Chooks, but I want to say if you're looking for a sneaky bet, there's a 12.5 start that the Dragons have. Like
Oh, yeah.
God, listen to
We'll
this
chuck that in.
master here, mate.
that's
Listen to
$1.90, obviously because it's a line. But yeah, like Dragons
Yeah.
sort of keeping games. They're a chance. They're a chance.
that. Yeah.
I
To
think-
cover the
What are you
line.
thinking?
I think Roosters are capitulating. The fact that they're now getting rid of Sam Walker, they're trying to change their halves up. They're doing like Tigers kind of mentality where it's like, oh, it's not going well. We'll just
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
start jambling everyone around.
Fuck.
So I really do think Dragons are a strong chance of winning at least that 12.5 start. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was close to my jam. It was close to the
I probably
jam.
will be picking Roosters, I would say. But I do like
Dan,
that.
what are you
I do
thinking,
like
mate?
that.
So I have found the score for last year. It was 14-12. Dragons won.
Ooh,
I did say that. Or I did say that.
Yes.
Memory's good, mate. Memory's good.
There
So,
you go. Well, that's the last time you're going to win it for a bit. Anyway, go on.
and you support the Tigers, so
Continue on. Continue on.
yeah, I'm gonna get the Dragons back to back.
Oh shit!
Dragons back to back. God damn. And then, like, guys, the last game for that weekend, I think, is I've just clicked off the NRL. Is it Storm versus Warriors?
Yes,
guys?
it is.
What are we
It's-
I
thinking here?
believe so. That's the big one. That's always the big Anzac Day one.
the hardest game to pick. It's the hardest game to pick.
Who you picking, James? Who you picking?
It's still Storm. I'm a coward. I'm a coward.
Yeah, I agree with him. I'm going the Storm as well. Brandon, what are you thinking?
Look, I think it's going to be close. Again, it's Anzac Day. Everyone's playing on their heart. But, yeah, Storm. After last week, they don't lose 2 in a row, do they? Ever?
Sometimes. They did
Dan,
earlier
what
this
do you
year.
think, mate?
Started this round of tipping with an against the grain tip, and I'm going to finish it with an against the grain tip. I'm going the Warriors.
Go the Wars! Go the
Go the
Wars!
Warriors!
No, I just
Dan's
love
multi would be huge. Fuck me. Dragons, Wars. Who did you pick at the start?
I'm going to tally it up right now.
Fucking
No way,
man,
no,
pick the
that's-
Tigers, change your tip.
I just want to say one thing to what Dan said about me supporting the West Tigers. Now, there's a very famous saying that former Manchester United player Eric Cantona said once. And the saying goes like this. You can change your wife, your politics, and your religion, but you can never, ever change your favourite footy team.
Amen to that.
Okay, I respect that.
Did we just finish the episode there? That's the moment.
You can't change your
Episode's
team
name
until
is
they
You can never change your footy team.
until they fold the club. If they fold the club,
Yeah, if
then
they
it's
fold the
over.
club.
Seriously, dude, the second they fold the club, I'm fucking gone.
Getting on down.
So guys, we're missing about 5 people. We've got a couple of extras. We want to fold the club on our shirts. Get to Campbelltown.
No, look, they
yeah.
played pretty well last weekend against you, bloke, so I thought I sort of can't do that. But,
Yeah.
I just want to
Dan,
say,
what do you got for
my
us, mate?
tips,
Give me a digit.
my tips, $487 it's paying.
That should be
Jesus fucking
the
Christ.
new Dare's dub decision.
Yeah, scratch the other one. We'll put 2. We'll have 2 dumb decisions for Dan, I reckon.
Hurricanes, dumb decisions.
You watch him get an 8 out of 8 for the week. Fucking smash it down the park. Nobody has the bet on.
Oh my
That'll be
god.
gold.
All right, well, guys, look, what I think we can do to finish up is we're going to have an NRL anytime try scorer multi. Now,
Yeah.
guys, I think we've got, some fantastic footballing minds here. That if NRL 360 didn't have 4 bloody blokes on there already, it'd be up 4.
Yeah.
And you'd have bloody.
Can I
Buzz
take
Rothfield
Brave
in the
spot?
corner fucking
Do I
whinging
look good
about
enough?
something.
I'll be Bus Rodfield.
I'll be Kenty.
No, you sound way too smart to be Paul Kent. Way too. I'll be Jeff Toothie, mate. You're gonna be bloody
I forget that he
mate.
gets on there.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so I'm going to start with. Do you guys have your player for the anytime?
I do.
Yes.
Dan?
I've got a
Fuck's
couple,
sake.
but I think Brandon might steal my first
Hey,
one. So.
what do you mean?
No. I
Hey.
think Brandon might steal my first one. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to
probably.
dive straight in and give this to James. What do you got for me?
Brian To'o. I don't
Tizza,
have his price
Tizza.
in front of me, but Brian To'o.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, we'll
okay.
add it up
I'm
later.
going to
We'll
look
add
it up.
up.
I'm going to look it up. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna be picking Ronaldo.
Hold on.
start my first one.
Muletalo.
Just shut
Brian
everyone shut your
Toto.
mouth.
$1.90.
Everyone shut your mouth.
That was me.
Yeah, well, he's adding it into a multi, guys. This is how it works.
No,
You
but-
add 2 people.
Oh, sorry. I thought Dan was saying his one and it was the same as
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
No. I was just saying
So-
Brian Toto was $1.90.
We got Toto. We got Ronaldo. Now it's over to Dan. You can't pick Ronaldo because I picked him because he's my
wait a sec.
favourite. You know.
Get fucked. Wait a sec. Wait.
He's fucking struggling over here in the
Struggle street.
technical
Struggle
side.
This is slow as
Give it
anything,
to
dude.
you
Honestly,
guys.
I'm gonna pull my foot through it. Okay, you know, just fucking go. Just tell me, Dan, go for it.
I'm going the man with the beautiful eyes, Reece Walsh.
Ooh, is
Ooh,
he?
interesting. That's the value.
That'll be a bit of value there.
Reece Walsh. Okay. Now, guys. I am
Buller.
going to go- Look, I thought about it.
We need
I
money.
really
Please,
did.
come on.
No, look, the chances of the poor bugger not even playing because, we've named him there just to throw Dane Laurie there. I really think I really think that that's going to happen. So, my bet is for a certain man that plays for Manly who once killed a bloke at Campbelltown Stadium by the name of Haumole Olakawatu.
Hamole. Mate, that's gonna be the best multi I've ever heard.
I'm on it. I'm
Now,
on it.
what
I'm
gonna
all in.
do, I'm just trying to put some fucking cashola on it.
Yeah, go
Dan,
for
I've got a
it.
question for you, mate. Now, you've got our picks
Yep.
for our try scorers. I need you to tell me the odds we're getting from these blokes.
So Brian Toto, Ronaldo Mulatalo, Reece Walsh, and Olakuatu.
Yep.
Boys,
Yeah.
guess how much?
Look, I wouldn't say anything more than $5 odds. That's about it. That's it.
James?
It could be more than that, but how much could it be more than that, Dan? Or
There's no chance. There's no chance.
I'll go 7. I'll go 7. I'll go 7. I'll be conservative.
Lucas,
Well,
what do you reckon?
I'm gonna have to go higher
No.
because there's 4 players. Look, it can't be 3 because there's 4 players. It can't be $3.
There's no chance.
Look,
That's
at
weak
an-
sauce
at
right
an
there.
absolute stretch. At an absolute stretch, it's got to be $9. And I won't believe
Yeah,
it.
that's
probably
that's
solid. I think
that's
about
safe.
value.
Boys, I hate to tell you,
Yeah.
but you're all wrong.
Well,
No,
no,
fucking way.
it's not paying $2, is it?
There's no chance.
This multi is paying $14.30.
No!
How did this world, guys?
We're
How did this
printing
fucking world?
money. We're printing money. Holy shit. I can't believe it.
No way. They
That's-
can't be giving away money like that.
He's fucked it
They
up.
can't be.
Our first anytime try score a multi and it's paid $14. Yeah,
And it's
okay.
free
You-
money.
you-
Yeah,
Well, gentlemen, there
But-
we go, eh?
Just before we end it, Tyson, gamble responsibly.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan. I agree.
Thanks for a cracking podcast.
You win
boys.
some,
We'll,
you lose more.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
the
James. I
podcast,
love
boys.
that as
We
well.
will,
What are you really
absolutely
gambling
talk
with?
soon.
Oh my god, let him fucking finish!
All right,
He
I said,
tried.
I said thanks for the podcast, boys. It was a good time finally getting all 4 of us on there.
It was great.
Fingers crossed the streak continues for all 4 of us on here. Well done, boys.
Oh,
Bit
beautiful.
chaotic,
Hopefully
but I'll
next
try to
week's
be
the
better
same.
next time. I'll try
Well
to
done,
be better.
boys. I'm clapping for
It's good
us.
shit, good shit. Love us. Love yous. Follow the social medias. Pick a bet, sponsor us, please.